Hey everyone, I hope that you all are doing well and about ready to bring in this new year of 2021. I was thinking about Mr. John's message this Sunday and how he was talking about Christians are called to be a light in the darkness. And I was actually thinking about a couple of times where I had remembered myself where I had failed in that area. I was actually thinking about these times last week and when I was just thinking about Christmas and different things like that. And, Christians know they're supposed to be a light in the darkness. We know that we're supposed to be sharing Jesus's love. We know that people should see Jesus in us. But I think about myself and how many times I have failed in this area. And so often it has been unintentional, but I have failed in this area many times. And I was thinking actually last week about a time with Allie whenever she was little and we were going to Myrtle Beach and we were going to the Bass Pro Shop just to go shopping. Nothing major, just going shopping. And there was a homeless guy on the side of the road and she recognized him, we recognized him, but we were in a hurry to go shopping, so we didn't stop. And a little bit, I don't know, much later up the road, maybe 30 minutes or so up the road, she was talking about him. She had been sitting back there pretty quiet and she had just asked if I thought anyone had gotten him food. And I realized immediately that I had missed an opportunity not only to share Jesus's love with this homeless person, but also to be an example to Allie. And I was immediately convicted. And I told her, I didn't know, we should have stopped and we will check to see if he's there whenever we come back through. And he wasn't there. But I remember thinking how much I bombed that as a parent. And I remember praying that the Lord would just give me another opportunity to make it right, especially for Allie to see how you're supposed to help others and how you're supposed to share Jesus's love, how you're supposed to be a light in the darkness. And one of the things Mr. John hit on last week was about how busyness can keep us from doing those things. And so the very following week, after we had saw that homeless man, it was a Sunday, we were leaving church, we were crazy busy. Allie had dance rehearsal practice immediately after church. So we were starving. We ran in Walmart to grab something really fast out the deli and get back in the car. We're just going to get back in the car and fly on to dance. And I was dragging that child so fast to the parking lot, I don't even think her feet were hitting the floor. But we got our food and came back out, and there was a homeless man sitting on the bench as you came out of Walmart. And we were late. We didn't have any time to spare, so we were just trucking it to that car. And immediately I got convicted. Immediately, thank God, he stopped me in my tracks, and I realized that this was another opportunity for me to be an example and to show Allie how we're supposed to be that light in the dark world and how we're supposed to share Jesus' love with other people. And so I whipped her around in the middle of the parking lot, went up to the homeless man, pulled my sandwich out of my bag, gave it to him, and, told him to have a blessed day, and went back around and threw in the car, and off to dance we went. And I was so grateful for that opportunity. Immediately, Allie was super happy that we did that. Of course, she was worried that I wasn't going to have lunch, but she said she would share hers with me, and it was all fine. But I was so grateful for that chance that God gave me to make that up. And there have been so many times where I have failed and God has given me a second chance, but there has also been times where I've just failed and had to live with it. A couple weeks ago, I was shopping at Burlington, and I parked at Burlington because it was crazy packed and I wanted to go through the mall, to Burlington and go through the mall. But when I got in there, the doors were closed. So that meant I had to come all the way back out of Burlington and find myself a new parking spot in the crazy busy mall, and so I could get around to the stores that I was wanting to get to. And I had that one track mind. Again, I was busy, or at least thought I was, and just trucking along, and I just happened to hear this lady behind me say, "Oh Lord." And I didn't pay much attention to it. One little thing could have totally sidetracked me, but for whatever reason, I just turned around and saw this elderly lady standing with her bags, all these bags. And so I just stopped and turned around and asked her if she needed help getting the bags to her car. And she said, "Oh, well, honey, I've lost my car." And so come to find out, somebody was waiting for her in the car while she went and shopped, and then she didn't know where they parked. And then she had left her cell phone in the car, so she couldn't even call them. So we worked it all out. I let her use my phone, and we called them, and I waited until they came and got her. But I was thinking about how frustrated I was coming out of Burlington because of all that. But then just stopping and just helping someone that had really nothing to do with anything just changed the whole rest of my day. The rest of my day. It was just such a blessing. I mean, I didn't even do anything, honestly, but it just changed my whole day just doing something kind for someone. And I thought about how often I miss those opportunities. I am by no means bragging on myself, because I miss far more opportunities than I take advantage of, unfortunately. But when I was thinking about Mr. John's message, it just got me thinking of how I want people to always see Jesus in me, whether it be in my home, whether it be on the street, whether it's in church, whether it's in a park, wherever I am. I want people to know that Jesus is thick in me. And I fail often unintentionally, and I miss so many opportunities. So as we're going into this new year, I just really want to try to be more intentional about making sure that people see Jesus in me and sharing Jesus, especially in these times, because I just feel like right now is one of the most important times that we could share Jesus with people. It seems like the world is getting darker and darker, and that we need to light it up a lot. And so I just want to encourage you to do the same thing. I just wanted to remind you that sometimes we do get busy in the hustle and bustle of things, and sometimes we just have to stop and be intentional about lighting our light and about letting it shine brightly for others. So anyway, I wanted to wish you all a very happy new year, and I hope that you have a fun and safe one. Have a blessed day.